Hello students, now I am going to continue the chapter matrices of 12th standard with the concept inverse of a matrix. So this is very important concept of this chapter. First we are going to see the definition. If for a square matrix there exists a square matrix B of the same order such that A into B is equals to I, that is identity matrix, is equals to B into A, then B is called the inverse of the matrix A and it is denoted by A inverse. And the formula for finding the inverse is A into A inverse is equals to I, that is identity matrix, is equals to A inverse into A. Actually, from definition, it is not clear how to find out the inverse. So for that, I am going to solve some examples. To find out the inverse, necessary conditions are: the first one is the A means the given matrix should be a square matrix, means either of order 2 by 2 or 3 by 3. So you learn all about this in 11th standard. Next one, the determinant of A should not be 0. So that is means the A inverse exists if and only if the determinant of A is not equals to 0, means we can find out the inverse of matrix A only if A is a non-singular. Non-singular means the answer of determinant of A should not be a 0. Means here A is means the matrix A is invertible only if the determinant of A is not equals to 0. The word I use, that is it is invertible, means we can find out the inverse if and only if the determinant of A is not equals to 0. Now there are two methods to find out the inverse of a matrix. The first one is the elementary transformation, means either by row or column transformation, and the second method is adjoint method. So I am going to explain this method with an example. So first we start with the row transformation. So there are two methods in the elementary transformation. So you have to take the elementary transformation by row transformation or either by column transformation. The question will be find the inverse by row transformation. So just I am going to take the example from exercise 2.2 question number 6. So you are given the matrix A is the first row is 1 2 and the second row is 2 and minus 1. So this is a square matrix of order 2 by 2, means there are 2 rows and 2 columns. So we can find out the inverse only for the square matrix. So we start with the matrix and we have to find out the inverse. So first we write down the A, that is inverse. A is equals to in matrix A 1 2 and 2 minus 1. So first we have to find out the determinant A. So we have to take the determinant of this one. So in determinant 1 2 2 and minus 1. So you know how to find out the determinant. So take cross, that is 1 into minus 1 minus 2 into 2. So answer is minus 1 minus 4 is equals to minus 5, means the answer is not equals to 0, and so A inverse exists. So first, before finding the inverse, you have to find out the inverse, that is the determinant of the given matrix. This is your first step to find out the inverse. If the answer is not equals to 0, then and then you can find out the inverse. That is why the inverse exists. So what is the next step? Next, so you know the formula. So you have to consider that A into A inverse is equals to I, that is identity matrix. So you know the identity matrix of order 2 by 2, that is 1 0 0 1. Just you have to put down the values. So A, the given example, that is 1 2 2 and minus 1. So you have to write down A inverse as it is, and identity matrix, that is 1 0 0 1. So what we have to do? So we have to make this A as identity matrix. So you have to make a changes in this matrix to find out the identity matrix. Means here we want 1 0 0 and 1. So for that you have to make some operations with the row. So what we have to do? First one, so we going to make a change in R2. So this is R2, means second row. I want here 0 and here I want 1. You have to make this matrix like this one. So R2, so we have to make the change in R2. So R2 minus 2r1. So here we have to make r2 minus 2r1 means what? So the changes are in the r2. So we have to write down r1 as it is, r2 that is 2 minus 2r1. So twice of 1 that is 2. So 2 minus 2 it becomes 0. Again here r2 that is minus 1 minus 2 into 2 that is minus 4. So minus 4 and minus 1, so you will get here minus 5. A inverse we have to write down as it is, and the same operation you have to do here. So r1 is as it is and r2 minus 2r1 we have to make here. So r2 is 0 minus 2r1 that is minus 2 into 1 that is minus 2. So 0 minus 2 is minus 2. Again r2 that is 1 minus 2 into 0 that is 0. So we will get here 1. So now we get that is 1, 2, 0 and minus 1. Now our aim is we have to make here 1 and here 0. So again we are going to make a change in r2 because we want here 1. So we have to multiply this r2 by minus 1 by 5. So by multiplying this second row by minus 1 by 5, what we get? So r1 we have to write down as it is. So now see the r2. So 0 into minus 1 by 5, so answer is 0. So minus 5 into minus 1 by 5, so we'll get here 1. Same changes we have to do here. So minus 2 into minus 1 by 5, so we'll get here plus 2 upon 5, and 1 into minus 1 by 5, so the answer is minus 1 by 5. Now see here we make 1, 0, 1. Now here we have to want instead of 2 that is 0. So how it will come? So now we have to make changes in r1. So write down r2 as it is, that is 0, 1. So r1 that is r1 minus 2r2. So 1 is 1 minus 2r2, that is 2r2 means 0 into 2, so answer is 0. So we have to write down 1 as it is. Now see 2. So r1 that is 2 minus 2r2, that is 2 into 1 that is 2. 2 minus 2 it will becomes 0, and so the answer is 0. So here we get that is 1, 0, 0, 1, A inverse as it is, and now we have to make the changes in here. So write down r2 as it is. Now the change is r1 minus 2r2. So r1 is 1, 1 minus 4 by 5. So here I do the calculation. So 1 minus 4 upon 5, the LCM is 5. So taking cross we will get here 1 upon 5. And the next one is r1 that is 0 minus 2 into 1 by 5. So here we get 1 minus 2 2s are 4 upon 5. So the answer is 2 upon 5. And so now here we get the 1 0 0 1, means here we get the identity matrix like this one. And so my answer is 1 by 5, 2 by 5, 2 by 5 and minus 1 by 5, because here we get identity matrix. So by the formula, that is A inverse, A into A inverse is equals to I is equals to A inverse into A. So we get this one. So A inverse is equals to this. So again we take common, that is 1 upon 5. So we'll get here 1, 2, 2 and minus 1. So if we're going to take the product of A into A inverse, so if we take the product of A and A inverse, you will get again the 1 0 0 1, that is identity matrix. So this is the verification of your example. That means the answer must be A into A inverse is equals to I, that is identity matrix. So this is all about the matrix of order 2 by 2. Now for matrix of order 3 by 3. So how we can use this? So find again the inverse by row transformation. This is also the example from exercise 2.2, question number 6. Example 3rd. So 0 1 2 1 2 3 3 1 1. So this is the given matrix. So we find here the determinant of this one. So you know how to find out the determinant. So the answer is minus 2 by solving it. So since it's not equals to 0, A inverse exists. Now see again same method we have to use. So we consider that is A into A inverse is equals to I. So here we write down A, again A inverse is equals to I. Identity matrix of order 3 by 3 is written like this one, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. Now what is our aim? So we have to make this matrix as a identity matrix, and so that we have to make the changes with the row like this one. So see, I am going to explain. So 1 2 2. So here first we make a change, that is we just exchange the members of R1 and R2. So just make a change in R1 and R2. So you have to write down the R3 as it is. So 311 is as it is. Just the change, there is a change in only R1 and R2. So you have to write down R2 as R1. So 1 2 3 is a R1 and 0 1 2 is a R2. Now next one is the R3. Same changes we have to make here. So here also we make the changes, that is we write the R2 as R1 and R1 as R2. Next we will make a change in R3. So we have to make it as a 0 0 1. So R3 minus 3 R1. So 3 minus 3 R1. So 3 minus 3 of 1, that is minus 3. So 3 minus 3 becomes 0. Again R3, that is 1 minus 3 into R1. So 3 into R1, that is 3 2s are 6. So 1 minus 6, that is minus 5. 3 minus 3 R1. So 1 minus 9. So it will become minus 8 into A inverse. And same changes we have to make here, that is in R3. So next we have to make a change in R1. So R1 minus 2 R2. So now there are changes in R1. So you have to write down R2 and R3 as it is, like this one. So what are the changes? R1 minus 2 R2. So R1 minus 2 R2. So it becomes 1. Next R1 minus 2 R2. So 2 minus 2 of 1, that is 2. So 2 minus 2, it is 0. Again 3 minus 2 2s are 4. So we will get here minus 1. Same changes we have to do here. So by making changes we get this matrix. After that we have to make the change in R3, because we want here again we want 0 and then here 1. So R3 plus 5 R2. So now see, we have to write down R1 and R2 as it is, that is 1 0 1 and 0 1 2, and the R3. So R3 plus 5 R2. So this 0 is as it is. So R3, that is minus 5 plus 5 R2. So plus 5 R2 means we get here plus 5. So minus 5 plus 5, it becomes 0, and minus 8 plus 5 2s are 10. So it becomes 2. Same changes we have to make here. After that, now we have to multiply this R3 by half. So by multiplying R3 by half, what we get? This 0 as it is, and if we multiply this by half, we will get here 1, and R1 and R2 as it is. Same changes we have to do here. Next one, by R1. Now we have to make the changes in R1, because here we want 0. So we are taking the addition of R1 and R3. So by taking the addition of R1 and R3, so what we get? So 1 plus 0. So we will get here 1. Again 0 plus 0, it is again 0. And minus 1 plus 1, it becomes 0. And R2, R3 as it is. Same changes we have to take here. So by taking the addition of R1 and R3, that is minus 2 plus 5 by 2, we will get half. Next 1 minus 3 by 2 will get minus half, and 0 plus half will get here half. Next again we make a changes in R2, that is R2 minus 2 R3. So by making changes we get here, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1, and the matrix obtained here is this one. So finally we get here the identity matrix, that is 1 0 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1. And so the answer of this question is A inverse is equals to, we are taking half common here, and so we will get 1 minus 1 1 minus 8 6 minus 2 and 5 minus 3 and 1. So similar steps you have to follow in the column transformation. So this is all about the elementary transformation method. So the next method, that is adjoint method, we will see in the next lecture.